Alright, YouTube should be going live. Yeah, it's live. Cool. Everything else looks good. Alright. I'll go ahead and plug my bell box stuff up while I'm sitting here. I don't need this wire. So it's running. Just load up the modem and the wire for the GoPro. I realized that I hadn't streamed biking since I was down there and went biking those couple of days with Dad and went riding because I didn't have all my I had to go get all my biking stuff together again because I haven't been biking in weeks, or since I was here, and I always unhook everything to get it to fit in the plane. When I was like packing all my stuff for flying, so I had to make sure I had everything set up. Stuff that in there. Trying to get my other mic to work. Oh, okay, this. Okay, that really works. Glad I wasn't streaming that. Well, I basically stuck it in my mouth and yelled at it. Alright, I'll be right back. And go pee and pay for parking, and then all I have to do is take my bike off and put my shoes on. Put that camera on my helmet, but I got everything else turned on and running. Hello, I am back. Alright, got my shoes on. So I guess I'll go to BRB's screen because I gotta cut my phone off and turn my dollar box on, switch to the GoPro. So I actually working? Wow, it really picks that up. The noise. Wait, I think it's using GoPro's mic. There's someone over there using a, oh, it is using GoPro mic. Alright, hold on, I gotta restart it. Okay, now it's using the right one, I think. Oh yeah, I can't hear myself talking yet, but I can hear the breathing. Alright, cool. Got that working. Overlay should be updating now. So I think we're good. Don't. Whoa, there's 2 Chinooks or something coming. Man, I'm on my GoPro, so you're not going to be able to see as well. Because I can't zoom into them. Oh, also, I don't know if the camera angle's good. I think I have it pointing way, maybe up or down. But look, there's 2 helicopters. Okay, you'll be able to see them. That's cool. Cruising by right in front of me. I think those are Chinooks. I wonder where they came from or where they're headed. I guess I could look. They probably show up on Flight Tracker. When I've looked this up before, they're usually joint. I forgot how to. I think it's Joint McCard is the name, right? Yeah, it's down like it's a joint base down near Tacoma, and usually they like come from there or something and fly around the metro or someplace, and then they're headed back that way if I see them going south. Because I've seen some of those go like right over our house, and I've looked it up, and like they were flying around metro. I guess doing practice. I just need to get my chat phone, and we'll be good to go. Oh, wait, where's my gloves? I can't drive out gloves. It's only 60. But my hands would still get cold, and that wouldn't be good for, probably not. Dang it, they're on that side. I can't hardly, it's hard to get my, bend over and get my head and my helmet and camera and everything fished through the door without catching it on the ceiling of the car or a seat or something. Normally I'd just reach through there, but it's like, no, I kind of have to go around. Well, it feels weird riding this bike. Guess I'll go this way first. This feels weird riding this bike as a, wait, did my TTS stop reading? The last thing this chat loaded was it saying reconnecting. But I should have... No, my stream's... I like it. It loaded that. It was just being difficult. Yeah, it is. I've meant to, I've never actually done it. I've meant to do a walking stream here also. The dog park's pretty nice to walk around. Even if you don't have a dog, you can just go watch all the dogs play. The edge of the lake, that's not a... I wonder what happened. I should have decent service. I'm assuming it's HDMI stuff going on. All right, I pulled more of the wire out of my backpack. Usually that's what happens if it gets stuffed down in it too far. I think it gets too close to the modem, which is in the bottom of it, and it starts freaking out. So, I think that should hopefully fix it. If it does not, I'll just take my backpack off and reroute the cable somehow and see if that helps. Oh look, there's someone flying a plane today. There's a remote control airfield, whatever, here. Every time I come by here, it makes me kind of wish I had a remote control plane and I could fly around. Get a loop and cruising back down near the ground now. Birds. They're supposed to look like birds, I guess. Wait, is the overlay not working? It says I'm going 0 miles an hour. Okay. So funny that I noticed that probably while you were typing that from the stream delay. Like, I noticed it and you noticed it and decided to say something at the exact same time. And it's wet here. Like, it's wet enough that I'm like slinging water up on me from my tires, and kind of not sure how fast I want to ride because I'm not used to riding here, but part of the trail has moss on it. It's not slippery so far, but I don't know if I just fly on it if I'm gonna get to a slick part. It didn't rain any at home past like yesterday morning. That kind of makes it look like it rained like earlier today, and wait, why isn't this working? It says it's uploading, so I guess I just gotta restart the app. Before, when I've restarted it, that's fixed it. It's saying 1 mile an hour right now. I don't know if that means it started updating some or not. 13 feet. 0 miles an hour, 13 feet. I assume I didn't notice what the feet were, but I assume it's working now. I guess I have to ride and make sure. So I think I will go down this way along the lake a ways. I might just go a little ways and then turn around and go back through town and up along the river. Probably rather ride where the trail's not so wet. It would be drier along the river if it's rained this morning, because the sun was out some earlier today, and the river is not under trees. The trail where it goes along the river, where this is all mostly under trees, or half of it is. All right, cool, it's updating. 11 miles an hour. The only thing I don't have on there is my heart rate, which I can fix right now. No, stop, watch, stop it. All right, and that's connected to my watch, so that should work now. Yeah, there we go. Cool. This is fun. I miss bike riding. I hadn't gone in like weeks. And I guess the last time I rode was on that road bike. And it's kind of small. That's why I was saying this bike felt weird when I first got on it. Because it's like an extra, extra large. And it's like, feels like it actually fits me. And I mostly just like riding on trails, cruising, and not having to lean way over. Unlike the drop bars. So this one's nice. It's like a big, huge bike. I don't feel cramped up on it at all. And I can like sit up straight. And I haven't ridden this in like a couple months, a few months. Probably more than a couple months. I think the last time I went riding up here was yeah, I wasn't sure if it would be or not, because it's warm, so I figured more people would get out maybe. Although this ends up being busy sometimes even when it's kind of cold. But sometimes this gets really busy where it's hard to ride because you're going by people walking so much. This right now mostly has just been other bikers, or at least half other bikers. I thought during the week, with being overcast still, even though it's like 60 or something, or almost 60, that it would be busy, but not so busy it's annoying to ride. And that's how it is so far, so that's nice. It's a paddleboard, just a one lone paddleboard. Oh, they repaved this part since the last time I was here. Some of this got really like a lot of root bumps or whatever. Maybe the bad sections are going through and repaving some of them. Or maybe they ran a pipe under the trail or something there. Or maybe it washed out during all the rain. I kind of doubt that, but who knows. Here's a park. You can actually go out on the dock there. It's like a public park. Birds flying by. There's another little shelter here and steps that go down to there's a little trail that goes along the shore down there. Well, part of it looks like a swamp this time of year. Oh yeah, this is actually cool, something I know so far. This is the first time I've ridden with my new headphones, the ones you got me for Christmas, both of you did. Hello, HDMI. There it's back. Wow, bit rate's non-existent. No, there's better. Anyways, this is the first time I've ridden with my new headphones. These don't, I can hear some wind noise, the wind blowing on them, but they're a lot quieter than the other ones I had. Like quite a bit less wind noise. I guess these fit more in my ear and not as much on top of it. And you don't have the whole fan that goes behind my head that I guess wind also blows on. But yeah, it's pretty sweet. I can hear, still hear everything around me like if people are passing me. And I actually can hear everything around me better now because it doesn't get drowned out by so much wind noise. Sometimes bike riding, I feel like I have to yell because it sounds like the wind is so loud that like chat's not gonna be able to hear me either. And I have to remember that it's mega loud for me. My tire is getting muddy looking because there's so much freaking mud that's been tracked up on the trail from some of the driveways have gone by, and so much moss. Like look at the middle of the trail here. The middle of it is just green, like moss or whatever growing on it. And there's less at each side, I guess, where people bike and walk more, and I'm boring it off. That's how freaking dank it stays here in the winter. It just grows moss on the pavement. That's why I was wondering how slick this is if you're going around curves or you swerve or try to stop really fast. Wait, did it say? Oh, I guess I have been going for an hour because the drive was a ways up here, like 10 or 15 minutes. Well, actually, I went live for like 10 minutes and went ahead and drove up the road and let the ads play out and stuff while I was driving, and then just started to stream once all that happened and stuff. And then it took me a while to get my bike, so I guess they are about to start. I just went back and looked at the Megbot message that I had ignored. I'll stop right up here. I think there's a bench and stuff here anymore. Oh, maybe they're not. There's a garbage can here. It's kind of a stopping area. Just stop right here at the edge. So far it doesn't look like I'm sticking gravel in my tires. This is the trail that has this like sharp looking gravel at the side. And I've, where I got that flat tire because I had a big rock just stick up through my tire and through the tube. And I had other rocks stick into the tire that didn't go into the tube. That's why I didn't pull all the way off the pavement, because it's not busy. There's like no one kind of trying to go by me. And I figured I'd get less flats that way. Airplane cruise now. See, there's a minute left. Let me just go check and see what everything looks like. Make sure everything's good. And it says it's 57. My car said it was 60 at the parking lot, I think. The ads, 8 seconds left. Let's see. Very cool. I'll keep going now. Welcome back from the ads. Oh, look, there's a yurt right there. Huh. This one. Wait, is that? I don't. It kind of looks like it's in someone's yard. That might, though, be somebody just owns some land beside that house. And they have a yurt there so they can basically go camping down at the lake. There was a yurt and a picnic table and stuff like that. That would make more sense than having a yurt in your yard. And they're just redoing that whole house. Looks like. Oh, tearing the inside out also. And just replacing all of it. Private drive, no trail access. Trail exit. So this gravel path going up here is an actual. Oh, that's one of the parking lots up there for the trail. That's why I have bathrooms and stuff up there also. Let me look at the time. I might go ahead and turn around here and maybe go back and ride up the trail the other way. This is like, yeah, I mean, I've never seen it this warm since I've lived here. Usually like above. I don't think down in the see, I've been what time is it? I guess just HDMI stuff. It's not happy how I routed it to, I guess. It keeps getting EMI interference. I'm starting to sweat now standing here because I don't have any cool air blowing on me. I think I will go ahead and turn around here and go up the trail the other way. I was trying to decide how much further I want to go down. I guess I've been riding for like 30 minutes or so. So it might take me like 30 minutes to get back, or 20 minutes or something. And then I can kind of ride through town. And this is pretty, being able to see the lake. Cool. The nicest lake views are kind of like up here where those parks are at and stuff, right south of Redmond. And I like this whole trail, but I figured I'd do part of one and part of the other, because they're both nice. That was is that post in 2015, and they're trying to say that. Oh, there's some herons. There's two big buoys further out in the lake, and there's a bird on each of them. Oh, I was like, why is my mileage not working? It's because my stream's not actually playing on this phone. Froze up again. I was gonna try to make sure it's not still. I was trying to watch it some to make sure it's not messing up. Because if HDMI cuts off long enough where it switches to reconnecting, I know. Because the bot tells me that. If I'm not watching a stream and it's just cutting off and going black for a few seconds a lot, I just like won't ever even know if I don't try to keep up with it. Unless I go watch a VOD like after stream, and then I'm like, oh, that was horribly unwatchable. but I didn't even know and didn't do anything about it. Since it was messing up today, I was trying to keep up with it. A whole bunch of bumps right there, roots growing up through the pavement. I did once that I saw. I pulled more slack out of the backpack. It's worse here also. There's a, well, bit rate's good right now. It's mostly just T-Mobile, and it's mostly that modem working really hard. And it does actually seem to make it have more interference. I guess if it's trying to get as much upload as it can. I can't tell if I just don't have enough service to watch my stream or if it's cutting out a lot now. So I'm sorry if it's bad. I'll figure it out once I get into town with better service. come back. Okay. I'll stop up here at this next stopping area and move the cable around. Oh yeah, it's right here. Dawn 30 minutes after sunset. 30 minutes after sunset. Maybe that's so you can have a sit here and watch the sunset at the very nice view. I guess I have grills in the summer, and then they have a thing for the charcoal to not all the way burn up stuff. I used to have problems and I went along. I have hello. All right, I completely moved it around. I had to unplug it from the camera to take a loop out of the cable. So maybe that'll be better. I was trying to get it out of the, the modem and my cell phone are part of the modem, and my cell phone is down at the bottom of the backpack. And I've had too much wire down there and it's messed up. But this time I had it looped around a different way, so it had these two little smaller loops sitting right on the antennas for the modem that are up in the top of the backpack. Usually I just have it running up beside them. And it was actually curled up twice. I guess I twisted it around, ran out of the top of the backpack differently. And they were just sitting right on the antennas, which you'd think would be a problem. So I moved it. I have a little bit too much slack, so I can do one loop in the cable and then it has a perfect amount going up to my head. So I usually try to put the loop. I could tie it down better, but then I can't pull slack in and out for if I want to take the backpack off and keep my helmet on. So I try to just position it where the loop will stay basically over the bellow box and not over the modem. And that is usually fine. But I had two of them on top of the antennas. I'm actually surprised it worked as much as it did, being like that. This is a nice place to hang out, nice view. Alright, cool. I was hoping I'd fix it. I figured it probably would, because like I said, that was not a good way I had the cables routed. Guess I'll put my gloves on and keep riding. See, there's a little trail that goes along a little ways. It's not super long. It goes from like the park starts kind of where those bathrooms are at and the trail going down, and then it just goes down there a little ways. It's just a little park of actual public beach access or shore access. Going for. Oh, I should check my phone real quick. Make sure. I should do it before I put my. I don't have to take my gloves off to use my phone, because these are great. But it is easier to get it out of my pocket, put gloves off, because otherwise, my phone has been in my pocket with my jacket pulled over also. So, and I guess it's kind of warm out here and it feels like it's melting. I got used to it not feeling like that because it's been in the winter, but like this isn't hardly even winter temperatures. It's more like spring or fall, or definitely spring or fall temperatures. Sammamish Landing. I guess that's the park. I guess this is part of the park also. You can go down here and go out that pier. And down here you get back to the private area. Like lake access. Oh, there's a whole freaking ton of birds out there. They're geese. Out on some of these, where it looks like it was an old dock. Like the legs sticking out of the water, the posts. So over here, the swampy area, swampy-ish looking area over by the, on the other side, that's where that one of those other trails I was talking about you can walk out to from Marymore goes. It goes all the way out to the end of the land and out this little short boardwalk onto a dock that sticks out in the lake a little. And it's really pretty. It's so bumpy there. I want to go there sometime. You can't ride your bike down the trail. It's a walking only trail. But I want to go there sometime and maybe go walking. Because the whole park's kind of nice. And it's a nice like boardwalk trail and stuff. Nice view of the lake. And look at that big tree that broke and is wedged between the other two. Another big bump. All right, now it's back. I might have ridden enough for just more slack fed it way down in the backpack. I can't just go unplug that modem. It's the one that interferes with it the most. I have 10 seconds to make it across. I'm gonna stop right here real quick. What time is it? 3:54. Let me message Farrell real quick. All right. I had planned on coming up here and riding until it got dark. But I said I came up here in Barrel System about getting coffee, and the coffee shop we were going to go to closes at 5. And I've messaged her since I've been here, and she's never responded. And I don't know if she actually wants to go still or not, because I think it depended on what she was doing at work. So I was trying to find out if I should head back towards the car or not ride too far away from the car, like through town a little bit and then head back, or just like we're not going at all, and then I can just ride until I'll just ride until it's too dark for the GoPro to see anything. That's why I stopped. I've ridden 8 miles, it says. Cool. It's still 50, it's 56. Still feels like nice and warm. Not cold at all. If anything, I start getting hot when when I stop. Because it's perfect temperature, riding with the air blowing on me, it like keeps me from sweating. And then I get a little hot when there's no air blowing on me, cooling me off. It's a nice creek. See, I've gone straight here through town one time, and there's a bunch of traffic lights you have to wait to go across. So I'm gonna go down this way. This is like, I could have turned back where I went earlier and went through the park I parked at, or I can go down this way. This kind of just goes on the other side of the freeway over to the Sammamish River Trail. That one going straight does also. It goes through the downtown and then crosses the trail, but it's more waiting, less riding, because you have to, there's a lot of street crossings and crosswalks you have to wait at. Or a few. I think there's 3 or 4. Maybe not a lot, but more than none. And this is like, so what's happening is if I turn my head too much to the right, it pulls the cable over, the slack, that I just have enough slack so I can turn my head back and forth. It pulls it over and it curves around and over to the left of my head, and then it starts messing up like that. And then I just grab it and pull over, or it starts curving over to the right of my head. And if I just grab it and pull it back over to the left, then it stops cutting off. It did that last time also. This, how it's in my backpack seems to work better. Oh, I got this to stop doing it because I got a shoelace and was tying it to my helmet, and that also kept the, that also kept it from pulling on that one cable that I broke, basically, that wore out from hanging off my GoPro. That keeps it from hanging off my GoPro, because I was also worried about the Media Mod, the HDMI port messing up. I forgot to actually do that, because it's been so long since I've gone bike riding, and that helps it not move around the wrong way. It might just be doing that and pulling on the GoPro where it hooks on, and that keeps it from pulling there, or the other connection where the 2 wires plug up. So this is the freeway right here. Park I parked at is on the other side. It's kind of a almost swampy area. It's all those dead trees over there. And there's a bunch of new trees they've planted here. And some blackberry bushes. It kind of looks like they've tried to clear out the blackberry bushes, where they took over the whole place and planted trees to try to get trees to grow back again. Maybe all the old trees died. The Bear Creek Rehabilitation Project led to an exciting discovery about life at the end of the Ice Age. I keep hearing cars go by, and I think it's a bike riding through the gravel or something, but it's just the cars on the wet road. Keep riding. My legs feel good today. I haven't been riding super fast, but I've been riding fast enough that they kind of get tired, but they don't feel strained. So sometimes they don't feel as good as they've been feeling, and my knees will get stiff when I stop and stand still, like I just did there, and I did earlier when I was adjusting the HDMI cable. And then I just can't hardly ride for a minute or two. My knees hurt, and it takes a while for my legs to want to pedal. But they're not doing that today. I can just stand there, and I don't get stiff. I can just go start riding again. And it doesn't feel like a struggle. It's supposed to be drier. If it's supposed to be, I think, partly sunny today. There was just a little bit of sun out this morning, and then it was overcast, and it looked like it actually rained here today. But it's supposed to be partly sunny, or at least less chance of rain, and in the 50s. Not like upper 50s. If I remember right, tomorrow the high was like, I don't remember, I want to say like 51 or 52. This is the only exceptionally warm day. But I mean, above 50 degrees is kind of exceptionally warm for the winter also. So I guess I would say it's still supposed to be warm, just not this warm. So this is where you get back onto over this runs into the Sammamish River Trail. So I've ridden this one before a few times in stream. This is where I rode the last time I rode up here. I rode along this all the way up to Woodinville and turned around and rode back. This one's a little thinner because it's older than the last one I was riding on that goes along the lake. And it is like this one gets really crowded sometimes, and it just like is not nice to ride on because you're having to constantly like ride right between people. But it seems great today. Like not deserted, but not busy. Dang, that's a freaking tall, skinny dog. It was like really fluffy, but it looked like super tall and skinny, where you could see its legs where they weren't covered in fluff. It was like a deer or something, or a horse walking along beside that lady. Yeah, this is a pretty good dog walking area. Oh, this is a cool area where you can, it's a little muddy, but it's a nice area where you can go out to the river. I've never stopped here. I've just always seen it and like walked by. There's the bridge with the other trail that goes across, the one that went through the town that I didn't go on. It like crosses right back there, and there's a little trail that comes down to this one. Big like log or something sticking out there. There's a little trail that goes along the side there. Running off the pavement. Oh, my wire's pulling around there. It's going to start cutting off again. This trail's pretty wet too. It just like, I guess just rained here. It looks like quite a bit because from how much water's like piled up beside the trail at some places, like puddles. There's another little pull off of a bench right by the river. I don't know what this building is that has the sidewalks coming up to here and stuff. Oh, wait, no. I don't know why. I saw both people, and just the bike I thought was further back, and I started going, and then I was like, oh, he's coming around also. And it's like it would be easier for him to go by first than me. Kind of has the right of way. Oh, it's getting busier here. So this is the part of the trail I've gone on before and you just can't walk on it when it's busy. It's pretty busy today, but not like, I guess it's not as busy back there because there's those two trails that run together, and I guess people split up between them both. And then this part, after you get out of town, there's just one trail going up this way to Woodinville. I mean, there is the gravel over there on the other side of the river here that you can walk on, but only one like nice paved trail. So I guess it's just everyone funnels onto this one trail and it gets busier. I'm passing on your left. In 2 minutes. Oh. I might go ahead and turn around in a minute, because I've never heard anything back from Beryl, so I don't know if I want to try to get to the coffee shop before 5, and I wouldn't want to get there right when they close, like 15 minutes early. So I'd pretty much have to turn around now and like to get there. Oh, there's a cell phone tower on that power pole, and there's this giant bird nest on the top of it also, beside the cell phone tower. I've been trying to decide if I wanted to plan on going there, if I don't know if she wants to, and then miss riding more, but my knees are actually kind of getting tired. I've only ridden 10 miles, but I haven't rode in so long. So I'm kind of to the point where I just assumed to turn around and stop anyways. So I was thinking, well, maybe I should just turn around and head back to the car. And that would be, it'll probably be like, well, it's almost 11. It's probably like a mile and a half back. That'd probably be like 13 miles. And I'll get a good workout, but not quite destroy my legs. I think I will just go ahead and do that. Seems like a good plan. My knees aren't hurting, like my legs aren't stiff, like I said. But they're just freaking tired. I mean, I guess I did when I played Beat Saber last night, I did. Not like 700 or something that I'll do and then I'm really sore the next day, but 200 might be enough where you don't have quite the normal leg stamina the next day. Right, I'm going to stop right here while those run. Mile 28. This must be going, I wonder where this is coming from. Is it 28 miles? I don't think it could be from Issaquah, because I've ridden the whole length of the lake, and that's like 25 miles, so it's like 12 miles. So yeah, it can't be that. Maybe we're this in Bothell. Maybe it's 28 miles from Bothell where this runs into the other trail. No, I've never looked it up. And they're funky. I've never seen slim tall trees like that anywhere else. And they're like in a line. They go most of the way all the way up to Woodinville, like planted along here. Like they're in a line like they, planted them here. Because you see, everything else around here on that side of the river and stuff is a lot shorter and like, bushier. The other place I've seen those a lot is like at city parks or like somebody's in someone's yard, and they'll usually be in a line, which kind of makes me think they're not native. Or maybe there's a few growing, none around here that I see, but a few sometimes growing here and there. See, and there's a cell phone tower up there on that power pole, and a giant bird's nest on the top. Like a huge one. Ads should be done pretty soon, so I decided I'd just go ahead and ride a little bit further, since it's mostly the same view. Oh, it's like 24 seconds. I don't know if it really gives people 3 whole minutes of ads or not anyways. And all anyone is going to miss is like 100 feet. Oh, my cable's moving over there again. Alright, ads should be over. So welcome back from ads. I stopped most of the time and checked my phone. Since they were most of the way over, I decided I'd go ride. So I've ridden like 150 feet or something, or maybe 200. But yeah, see here, they're growing all along here, just in a row. Just all along there's a trail and this other clearing over here. It has briars and stuff growing in it, or blackberry bushes. I'm passing on your left. I think Beryl just messaged me back. So I should, I don't know if I can get my phone out easy while riding. I don't know if there's any laws about riding your bike on one hand while using your phone, like driving, but mostly all you're going to do is crash and tear yourself up and not anyone else. I stop looking at it when I'm going by people if I'm doing this. So here's, oh no, that's the road. It's one of those other bridges down is where that other trail crossed. I'm gonna stop here, Mr. Beck. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna meet her at the coffee shop, and they close in like 30 minutes, and it's gonna take me a lot of. I guess we're gonna try to go sit down inside before they close. So I'm just gonna ride my bike there. So it'll be a little more. I think. I have to go either up or down and get on one of these roads, and then I can just, it's like 3 blocks off the river. So, and the place I parked doesn't close until late. Well, I think it technically closes after. Harry? I guess so. Are you home from your trip? Man, I haven't used Google Maps on this phone. It just made me sign my life away. Like the thing where it's like crew for stock. Oh, a bailing? Like leave? Like, oh, are the people you're going with staying later and you're gonna like leave early? Like that kind of bailing? I also might have not heard TTS right. It sounded like bailing, but it might be something else. Bailing. No, I heard it right. Close to where Corral works. Kind of. Area of town before a coffee shop closes, and it closes pretty early. Oh, okay. Are you just tired and don't want to stay there anymore? Or are you having to bail? Wants me to turn right here? Okay. Is this... What? No, it wanted me to go on a different one. I don't know if this is a public trail. It doesn't say no trespassing or nothing. I think it wanted me to go on one on the other side of this building. Well, it says I can go this way. Redmond Public Safety wants me to turn right here. Oh, okay. City vehicle parking. Now, okay. You're gonna like. Oh, this phone doesn't have to know where I'm at. The GPS doesn't work very well. That's what is partly going on. No bike lanes. Okay, I'm gonna take the sidewalks then. I don't actually know if you can legally ride on the sidewalks in this town. Most of the places let you, but I don't know about Redmond. I guess we're gonna find out. I'm only going one more block past this intersection. I'm going to go out in traffic once these other cars go by. So I'm headed right down here to the coffee shop. I guess I'll end stream once I get to the coffee shop. All right, so I'm going right here. I made it. They are closer to closing because they've already packed up all the outside seating and stuff. Well, anyways, Fish, I hope you have a nice... Is this actually working? I hope you have a nice time... Nice time packing stuff up and everything. Like it all goes okay. But I guess Farrell should be here pretty soon. I might need to go ahead and go in and find out what she wants and order stuff because oh. Well, dang. I'm sorry. Good luck on it. And I hope you had a nice time doing what you were doing. Yeah, thank you. It says 3 people here. It's probably both you and Fish, so I'm not going to bother rating anybody. I'm just going to end. Yeah. This is actually, it's getting pretty dark, so I couldn't have streamed much longer than this anyways, so this works out fine. I can just get coffee and then I can ride back in the dark. And like I said, I have lights and I can take the sidewalk until I get to the trail, so I'm not worried about getting ran over. The intersection here, deciding to go through like a car, was the sketchiest thing, and that one car, Rivian, saw me and stopped. So yeah, I just go back to my car and then head home. And this doesn't really cut the stream off much anyways, because it's I could only ride like another 20 minutes before it got really dark. So yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and which one is a latte? All right, yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and stop and go in and order. Should lock my bike up out here. I don't know. And I don't really want to walk in there streaming, so I'll just fold my camera down where it's not as awkward. Even though I don't think there's anyone in there, it's just employees. But the employees, I've come here enough that employees recognize me. It's kind of weird. The time before last I came here, one of them didn't ask me for my name, and they said that I was a repeat customer. I was a regular, and I'm just like, oh, really? I'm a regular. So it'll be more awkward if I come in with a, biking with a GoPro on my head. I came here a lot when I was driving Viral to work, and sometimes I'd get up in the morning and not drink coffee yet, so then I'd come by here and get coffee so I could stay awake and be alive enough to drive home and stuff. But yeah, anyways, I guess I'll stop talking. So I'll see you all later, and bye. Hope you all have a nice rest of your day or night. I have to manually shut down YouTube. So if you're still watching YouTube still live, I know.